Hey Bridget,
Hey, Hetty, how you doing?
I'm good. How have you been? It's been a while.
It has. I've been good, busy with work, reading
hmm
applications from students all over. So I'm excited about today's topic.
Oh my gosh, yes. So that leads us very nicely onto it. So thank you so much. So I thought for today, this is a big thing that people always ask me. But when it comes to schooling, especially, I mean, we could talk about from like nursery or like kindergarten on to university. But I thought for today we'd just focus on kind of the middle school and high school years because I
The
do
fun
get
one.
asked a lot about this. But yeah, so do you have good memories of like middle school and high school?
I mean, good memories and also like middle school is like the most awkward years, I find,
Yes.
at least when I was growing up. I feel like middle schoolers today are like cool and I don't understand how that is possible, but I had an awkward phase in middle school and then
Mm-hmm.
tried to be cooler by high school, but still was just trying to figure my life out. So I, some people will be like, that was the best 4 years of my life in high school. I wouldn't go back. But I don't look at it as if like it was awful. It just like that was a time and have grown a lot and
Yeah.
I wouldn't go back. I'm
Moving on.
excited that
Yes.
yeah, it wasn't my glory days necessarily.
But yeah, so this is one thing that always confused me. So in the UK, our school, so our middle school kind of, we call it secondary school, and it's from like ages 11 to 16. And then at the end of that, we have like exams, and then 16 to 18, we have like sixth form or college.
Mm.
And so, but in America, college is like university. So when I like talk to Americans about college, they'd be like, "Oh," and I'm like, "No, no, wrong college, wrong college." So,
Yeah, that's
but
what happens when we get applications too, right? Because I work at an American
yeah,
college, which you would call a university. When we get transcripts or like secondary school transcripts from students in the UK or most other countries, it'll say college on it. And so my colleagues are like, "Oh, this student has already like gotten a bachelor's degree or this student like graduated
yeah,
secondary or high school a long time ago." I'm like, "No, no, no. College is high school and uni or
is
university,"
yeah, is
which is so
college.
confusing. Like we technically speak the same language, but we have very different vocab
Yeah,
for for the different places. And I don't know why that happened, but it did.
yeah, and even just so going back to like high school and middle school. So, what age are you in middle school and high school? Because I always get confused, like when I'm trying to compare like different kind of timelines with American friends.
Yeah,
So,
it's like quick math, right? So
yeah,
I think middle school is like 11 to 14-ish.
yeah.
And then high school, I remember it because Taylor Swift has that song 15 about being in your first year of high school. So
Yeah.
I think high school is like 14 to 18. That makes sense.
Mm,
That's 4 years,
yeah.
right? Some people, depending on how your birthday is, like some people might be 13 to 17 or whatever, but
Yeah.
the typical is like 14 to 18.
Ah, and does your school year start in like the autumn or you say fall?
Yeah,
Yeah, the
it
fall.
starts in the fall.
Mm,
Yeah, usually, and this is like some parts of the US start in early September, some start in late August, but
mm.
sometime around there, so August to September through May to June.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like the same for us, but I think we start always, it's like September, and I think we finish around July, maybe.
July. Wow.
Yeah.
You must have
Um,
longer or more frequent breaks.
I think, yeah, because we have half terms, and I don't think our spring break or like our Easter holiday is as long. So,
Yeah.
yeah, even then it just like boggles my mind trying to kind of, calibrate the dates of Americans. So,
It's so different and it's
mm,
like completely opposite of how Korea does school because they start
yeah,
the beginning of the year is like February, March, or
yeah. So if you like spring
right
to
to
spring, yeah,
yeah, which that confused me when I was
yeah.
there. I'm like, this should be the middle of the school year. What is happening?
And then it kind of throws it off because it's like summer is like the end, and it's like you can enjoy summer. But yeah, and going back to high school. So I know in America because I've watched too many teen movies. I know you have like was it freshman?
Hmm.
Oh gosh, what it's
It starts with
Sophomore?
an S.
Sophomore,
Yeah.
yeah. So freshman is first year of high school. Sophomore is second, then junior, senior.
Yes,
Ah, but then they also use those words for university, right?
exactly. It's the
Yeah.
same words. I don't know why. Because it makes more sense to say first, second, third, fourth year.
Yeah.
Yep, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior in both high school and college or
Yeah.
university.
Yeah. So for us in the UK, we just call it like year. So the first year of secondary school is like year seven. So year seven is the first year of secondary school. Year 11 is the final year where we do our GCSE exams, which when we're like 15, 16. And
Mhm.
then when you're 17 to 18 in like sixth form or college, I'm getting confused just talking about this. That's year 12 and year 13. So our final year of high school is year 13. But I think in America you say grade 12
Yep,
or 12th grade.
it would be
Yeah.
12th grade. Hmm.
And then after, so in year 13, or in year 12 and 13, that's when we do our A levels, which are kind of our university, getting into university exams.
Hmm.
But what exams do you have in America? Do you have any like end of middle school exams, or is it just all the high school exams?
So, America's a really big country. So there's
Oh,
no,
yeah.
right? There's no national exams at all. Like nobody is required to take the same exams throughout
Oh,
the country.
really?
Yeah, it's by state. So each state handles it kind of different. And they're able to regulate. And so each state has like its own testing policies and all of that good. It's very
Wow.
interesting. Yeah, so even reading transcripts from like different states is confusing. Like we all have like training on it and have certain things that you look out for because there's certain like state exams. Some states don't. And then of course with the pandemic in the last few years, lots of states like
Yeah.
did away with those exams and now they're slowly coming back to them, but some states are like have used that as an excuse to not an excuse,
Yeah.
but have changed around because of that because they did so many years without them. So yeah, it's by state, and we're not required either to take the SATs or the ACTs.
Oh.
A
Oh
lot
my
of
God. Because I
yeah,
always thought it's like the SATs are like the big, like, everyone, was it 4.0? Is that like an A?
not in the SATs. The SATs are
Oh,
like
sorry.
to complete. No, why would you know this? That's what we're here for. The SATs have its own grading scale, and it's out of
Oh.
I think it's out of 1,500 or
Oh.
1,600. Like
Oh, okay, that rings a bell. Yeah.
yeah. So each section is worth its own amount of points. GPA, your grade point average, is typically on a 4.0 scale, but some schools with like AP courses, so those are advanced placing courses, which are from a college or a university standpoint, like A levels
Yeah.
and AP courses can both give you college credit if you do well enough on your exam.
Ah. Wow. That's, oh my gosh.
So they're not exactly the same, but they're probably the
Yeah.
closest equivalent that we have.
Yeah.
But you don't need to take AP courses in order to get into colleges or universities.
Oh, so it's just kind of like CV points, kind of college application points. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. And that was another thing, the whole grading system, because I remember when I was like looking at kind of study abroad things in Korea, and they often follow the American system. So they say, oh, you need like a
What does that
4.0
mean?
GPA. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, what does that mean? Because yeah, in the UK, well, actually for GCSEs, they've changed it now. So it used to just be like A, B, C, D, E, F, U. But now for GCSEs, it's
No,
1 to 8.
I was going to ask about the A stars.
The U?
That's different too, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we have A star. Yeah, I forgot about A star. Yeah. A star, A. I did get a couple of A stars, okay? I did get some, but
Got a couple,
yeah.
but forgot
Yeah,
that
I
they
promise, I
existed.
promise.
Sure.
I'm sorry, it was like a good, like, oh my God,
So
like
crazy.
almost 10 years ago now. But then yeah, so but now for GCSEs they do like I think it's a 1 to 8 or 1 to 9 system. And it was introduced a few years after me, and like I'll be honest, I can't explain it because I always forget which one's the higher level, which one is 1 an A or is like 9 an A or 8 an A. But
Hmm.
anyway, A levels is still A, B,
A star, A, B,
C,
C,
A
D. And
star.
then
Yeah.
E is if you
So,
failed, right?
so this is the thing. So apparently, so in my head, anything below a C, it's like no one kind of takes it seriously. Well, I guess like D even, as in it's not a fail necessarily, but
Hmm.
you aim to get C
Yeah.
or above, if that
But no,
makes
it
sense.
totally makes sense
So,
because in like D would
yeah.
be a danger of failing, right? So it's I think
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
that's what I always
D for
considered it. I,
danger.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then
Then F is just F will fail. Yeah. But I think in the UK we have
oh, like
U for fail. Like,
unsatisfactory.
yeah, like unmarked, undefined. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check this, but yeah, even just wow, the grading, everything is so different. And there are some things I've been curious about. So I know like in America as well, there are some things at school that are a little bit unusual for British students. And one thing I heard that like every morning you have to like, oh, what is it like a pledge? The what is it? The
Yeah, we have to stand up and put our hands over our hearts and then say the Pledge of Allegiance to like the flag of the United States of America.
oh my
There's a
god.
whole thing, and that what like the Pledge of Allegiance is a national thing, right? And then I do like our friend Lindsay who lives
Mm.
in Texas. I know after the Pledge of Allegiance, she had said that in Texas they also say the Texas
Oh my
pledge or the
god.
Texas.
Every
Yeah,
morning?
like every morning. And we also we were in elementary school, so this is um like I don't know, ages 5 to
Mm.
11, 5 to 10. We would also sing like a song, a patriotic song. So we'd sing like God Bless America, or we'd sing My Country 'Tis of Thee, like every morning.
Wow. I'm trying to think.
Yeah,
I don't
as
think
part
I
of
ever saw any
announcements.
flags in any of my classrooms ever, not even like Union Jack. Like,
Oh no, we have there. I mean, America is all about the flag
yeah.
for whatever reason. It's
Stripes and
everywhere.
stars. Yeah. And
Yeah.
another thing as well, I always see this in movies, the yearbooks when you finish school.
Mm.
Is that like a big deal having your yearbook signed?
It is, yeah. I mean, I think I have yearbooks from elementary school, middle school, and high school.
Oh,
Like,
cute.
we did them every time, or, at the end
Yeah.
of every year, and it would have like the school photos of the students in the grades below. Like,
Mm.
so, you know, freshmen through juniors, and then the seniors, like, would have their like more professional photos, and then the whole rest of the yearbook is all about the seniors. So there's like all of the athletics teams, there's all of the clubs that are on in the school, there's like pictures from prom and pictures
Oh
from
my God.
homecoming,
Prom.
and
Yeah.
and so it's supposed to be a way to like remember,
Yeah.
I guess I'm not like it was over 10 years ago now too, but I don't think I've looked at my yearbook like since I was on the yearbook committee too, and
Oh,
it like
wow.
I don't know, maybe in another 10 years I'll look back and
Yeah.
be like, "Aw," but we also have Facebook and social media. Like I think the
True.
yearbooks
Yeah.
came obviously at a time before we had a way of staying in touch with people, so it was like you
Mm.
looked at your yearbook and then you went to high school reunions. And now I'm like, I know exactly what everyone I graduated with is up to, so I don't
Yeah,
need to go.
thank you, Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, I'm thinking prom has become bigger in the UK recently too. I think like again, something that's like come over from America. So prom is like a bigger deal nowadays.
As it
Yes.
should be. It's so fun. Who doesn't want to like get dressed up? Because you don't get that many excuses to do it. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're not
That's
royal, I guess.
exactly, that's so true. And oh, we also have like at the end of the school year, like when you finish year 11 and year 13, and we have Leavers Day. So it's when like people sign shirts, like they'll sign like, oh, good luck with everything. But often people like write
Cute.
like kind of rude things as well, or like draw
Of
rude
course.
images, if you know what I mean. So
Mm.
yeah, I've had to put my shirt like right back in my wardrobe because I'm like, oh, good memories, but also I don't want to display
Never gonna
this.
wear it.
Very typical like British 16-year-old humor. Um
But that's a cute idea. I like the shirt
yeah.
thing. So sweet. Yeah, the typical like have a great summer or
Mm.
whatever. So people will just put like hags
Oh,
It's like a little acronym for it.
I
So
love
that's
that.
like the
Hag.
joke of like
Mm.
when you don't know what to write in someone's yearbook, you just write like hags.
Oh, oh my God. Yeah, I can't think of like, we just write like good luck or just write your name and sign it. But, interesting. But yeah, I think that's a really positive note to kind of leave things on. So thank you so much. We could go on for ages talking about schooling, but that's all we
Clearly,
have time
it's
for today.
fun.
But yeah, thank you so much, Bridget. And good luck looking through all those applications.
Oh gosh, thank you. I appreciate learning more about the system because it'll only help me
Yeah.
make better decisions for these students. But it was so nice to chat with you.
Nice to see you too. Bye.
Bye.